back.
Welcome to Spicey Cat Jams. I'm Kathy.
I'm Eddie.
And today is Tuesday, July.
Woo!
My J months mixed up.
Great Scots.
It's so cold, I was wishing it was July. It's January 30th. We are currently almost done with our vacation, but I wanted to make sure I got this posted so we can keep playing along because it's been so fun. And as we said in the previous 2 weeks, we will be doing a recap of all of these questions next week. So you can look forward to that to see what everybody else responded. But until then, it's time for another
Truth Be
Told Tuesday. Yes.
So,
He's got the question.
if you've been watching, the first week that we were gone, we did about music and work music and whatnot. The second week was what was your most memorable vacation?
Yep, that was last week's question.
And now, because I'm from Texas, Kathy's from North Dakota, so we'll have a couple different answers. But just because we're going to an area that I like, we're going to be eating some. We would have eaten. Well, by the time you watch this, we would have eaten some foods that are a favorite to me.
Okay.
So
going in his neck of the woods.
right. So in your neck of woods where you live now, what's your favorite? What's the most popular dish? And is it hot dish or casserole? You know, type of thing, or whatever you call it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, now I'm confused.
What's the favorite food from
There we go.
from where you live? Yes, exactly.
Do you have
You know, we got
something-
friends from all over. What's the most common dish?
Like, if we were to come visit you, what would you say? You have to try this.
That's right. This is the local favorite. Like Minnesota is hot beef commercials is one of them.
Ham balls. Anyone else had ham balls? Now, I grew up in North Dakota, which I thought was pretty much not very exotic. I had never heard of a ham ball, nor have I eaten one, nor do I want to eat another one.
So what was the North Dakota favorite?
I don't know that we had anything regional that was North Dakotan. You know, lefse, that's kind of a Scandinavian, but there's a lot there. The red pepper grinders, you know,
That's
that was
more
like
college student.
college food. I can't honestly think of that would have been specific, you know, that you couldn't have got. But then it's also one of those, I guess, if you live there and you have it all the time. You know, we didn't have, you know, it was like the chain restaurants. We didn't have anything that, I mean, it was fine. There was obviously plenty of food to eat, but I can't think of a.
Well, I know, like when we went to Laddie's up there, L&M Meats. You know, buffalo was they had buffalo meat of all kinds because buffalo was common up in that area.
Well, and they do, but it's not like my mom never bought the buffalo meat.
No,
at the
she was
grocery
more
store.
of a Braunschweiger.
She was a frozen pizza and hot dogs kind
Yeah.
of. She wasn't a cook. But I mean, just because we had it there, they had a buffalo farm and they sold it in the grocery stores and stuff. But it wasn't that it was, you know, it's still almost, I think, more of a novelty for people coming in. And that was before people really were looking for the leaner meats. You know, when I was growing up, I moved out of there, I don't know, 15 years ago or so. And, you know, it was before we were looking for, you know, range-free and a lot of the healthier, leaner meats, so.
So what was your favorite food then, growing up?
I don't know. I obviously like too many kinds of food. That's a whole different problem. I don't know that. I mean, I've always been a pizza freak. You know, loved pizza. Give me bread or noodles or carbs and I'm a happy girl. So, but that's not our question. Our question is, what is local to you? That's like a delicacy.
Yeah,
or
like I've been out to Pennsylvania and Baltimore area. I think it's more in the Dutch part of Pennsylvania where they've had scrapple. And scrapple's pretty good.
Not something we have around here.
North Carolina, they have barbecue, but it's pulled pork, is what we call it. But it's pork barbecue. You know, Florida's probably Florida, and you know, every state's got their own.
So So what was yours then growing up? Because you really grew up in Minnesota, but you were born in Texas.
I was born in Texas, but you know, even though I grew up in Minnesota, Mom was still the main cook because Dad worked a lot, and Dad likes his certain menu items, and so we ate what Mom would cook for Dad. And a lot of it was rice and beans is kind of one of my staples. And you know, and then she would have some kind of meat with it. So the rice is always good.
Oh, she makes the best rice.
You know, and then tacos was another thing because it's just because you could put whatever, whether it be flour or corn tortillas. Corn tortillas was more of my favorite type of taco tortilla, but that was my thing, though.
So when you go back, maybe we should have rephrased the question. When you go back to Texas, if you no longer live there, what's the one thing you have to eat when you're there that you don't get here?
You know, it's not, well, everything's so spread out nowadays. It's so common and all over that.
It's nothing unique anymore.
No, there's not. You know, it's just, if anything, it'd be more of their local, the way they cook it, and because it's more true, they put more true heart, more true ingredients to it. Yeah, lard. Yeah.
Lard. That's why it all tastes good. It's made with lard.
Well, yeah, and they do, you know, but you know, it's more true ingredients instead of, you know, combined, you know, like chicken fajitas. There was, to begin with, there was no chicken fajitas. It's just fajitas, beef fajitas, which is beef skirt, you know.
Skirt steak.
Yeah, skirt steak. How many skirt steaks can you get out of a chicken? Nothing. Or shrimp, really? Vegetables? Oh, they don't have skirt steaks, do they? No, it's just beef skirt steak.
Okay, yes, I have been schooled in the Americanized Mexican cuisine versus traditional.
Right. So
it's not a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. A wrap is a burrito, people. Come on. It started out as a tortilla. It's still tortilla.
You just stuffed some stuff in it.
Yeah, I know. You're still, you know, burritos were the burrito flour or tortilla was still wrapping stuff in it. It was a burrito. Let's not call it. It's, you know, let's call it a spade. It's a burrito, not a wrap.
Burritos, not a wrap.
You know, what was the whole part with the wrap? Was that just to make people feel, you know, better about what they're eating? Oh my God, I'm eating a wrap. Oh, this is so much better than a burrito. It's so much lighter. Oh,
it's healthier.
But the ingredient, it's healthier. But the ingredients are all the same. What? It's a burrito.
Anyway, we look forward to hearing your responses.
Tradition.
Hey guys, Truth Be Told Tuesday, and it's Kim here. Woo! So this week's question is kind of a long, weird one. What food did you grow up on? Regional food or something that, I don't know, was made? So I grew up, we were very poor, small farmhouse. We didn't have a lot. So we had like our own garden. We had, my dad raised like fowl and pheasants, different things like that. So we had like chickens, geese, we had pheasant, we had like some exotic like quail in that. I mean, that's what we grew up on, you know, and we had eggs, and then like my uncle, you know, he had cows, so then we'd help butcher cows, and then my other uncle had pigs. So it's like that's what we grew up on, you know, like making your own sausage, you know, stuffing the little intestines and make your own sausage. And we never went to the store for anything, you know, we never bought meat. I didn't know how to buy meat or pick it out because you raise it and you just did it yourself. So that, you know, it's kind of a big thing. I mean, that's the one thing I remember growing up. Not that it was my favorite. I didn't always like beef tongue or, you know, heart. But that's what you just grew up on. So yeah, that's one thing that I definitely remember. That was a good Truth Be Told. A little bit long question, but that's mine. So interesting to hear all of yours. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.
I corner Eddie for another week.
I know, that was kind of way out there, spread out, but...
This is what happens when Kim gets sick. She was supposed to film these with me.
Oh, can you imagine that Kim was with us? Filming right now? Kim, where are you? We need to film the three of us, and...
Yes.
This will be like an hour videotaping instead of...
No, these are all supposed to be short.
Yeah, no, not with the three of us. You know how it was before.
Well, that's how we're doing Truth Be Told Tuesdays. So that's all it is. It's a nice short question.
Truth Be Told Tuesday. What was the shortest film you seen with Kathy, Eddie, and Kim? Of all the films you've seen with them three, what was how short do you think they could have really kept it to? Whoa!
I can't. I can't. Even in the miracles of editing, I can only do so much.
No. She tries, but
I try.
You pick your battles.
Okay, friends. Thanks for stopping, hanging out with us, silly duo here, and comment below. Pop out to Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You can send us messages out there if that's easier. And next week, we'll have to see. It might be a long Truth Be Told if we have to recap 3 weeks worth. Or maybe we'll just do a recap video and then have a new question.
Truth Be Told Tuesday, just to recap and give the question real quick, I think.
Maybe. We'll come up with a really short question for next week so we don't dive off on our own little veering stories.
The one thing I like about the Truth Be Told Tuesday is it's just kind of fun to get to know each other. But what I really enjoy, and I'm pretty sure Kathy would agree with me, is the answers and the responses we get, because we get to know you, the viewers out there, a little bit about you guys, and that's just always awesome because it gets... How do I say it? We, I don't know
what you're trying to say.
It's just pretty neat to know that there's other people that we can relate to in some things, and then it's like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Like the whole jobs thing. It's just kind of neat to know about them, and,
Well, and it's just so fun because, we interact a lot in the comments. I try to. Eddie's usually always reading the comments. He doesn't get to respond. And,
not much, no.
It is. It's like we're building friendships, and what do you do when you meet someone in person? What do you talk about? What do you ask questions to get to know each other? So this has been so much fun. I love it.
This is way much better than just talking about the weather, how the weather's going to be. Oh my God, the weather's doing this. How you been? Oh, good, yeah. Oh, the weather's been doing this. Yeah, I've been feeling my aches. No, we're getting to know each other. We're going beyond just, hey, how's the weather been in your area?
Yeah, but that's one of the things I love to talk about on Snapchat every day. So don't diss the weather. You got to check in so people know how it is in your corner.
So this is more deep into it than I guess. That's all right.
So it's just more fun. And please continue to give us suggestions for questions. We have gotten some great ones so far. In fact, last week's question we got from one of our friends out here, suggested it. And there's another one that was suggested that we are going to be using a little bit later.
We got some more coming that...
That came from you guys. So I'm keeping a list. I told Eddie, I said I need to come up with 52 questions for the year. So I have my spreadsheet, and I've been adding on all the suggestions.
She's keeping a list and looking at it twice. Oh, is that too late in the season? No, that's always year round.
No, that's year round.
That's year round for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. It's hard with him being naughty.
Right.
So, anyway. Look at that. Oh, we went over 10 minutes. Just trying to keep it at that magic.
So much for that one sentence answer, right?
I let him come up with the questions.
Seriously, Truth Be Told Tuesday, how many times have you watched a video that's been more of a one sentence answer?
Hey, it's still early in the year. Trust me. Some of these days I'm just going to be like, I don't know. Did you survive the week? That's all I'm going to ask you.
And it's January, so just wait till the weather warms up and... you never know.
Never know where we'll take it. But
thanks for watching, folks.
Thanks again, and don't ever forget the most important thing is you matter. All of you. We love you. You make us laugh.
Bye.
Bye.